Hello and welcome to the English Martial Arts YouTube channel. And today I want to speak about how relevant are your Hema classes or your Western martial arts classes to the modern day martial arts, and can they be used as a modern day martial art? Well, most people say, well, you're not walking around with a sword or a spear or, a quarterstaff even, but that's not the point. The point is, what have you learned when you're using or practicing those weapons? Are you learning footwork? Are you learning how to move the body? Are you learning tactics? Of course you are, because if you're learning a martial art, that's exactly part of what you're learning. Yes, you can use what you learn in a modern day arena. So any kind of long weapon, you can pick up anything and use it as long as it can be used in two hands. Even a cudgel of, say, 36 inches can be used as a two-hand weapon. But you have to know, obviously, how to use the weapon. And you have to be able to marry it with your footwork and your bodywork. Let's move down a bit and look at a walking stick. Cudgel size, sword single size. Perfectly legal. No law against carrying a walking stick. Can they be used? Of course they can. Do you use a sword single? Do you practice with a cudgel? Do you do backswording? If you do, you're set up. If not, it doesn't matter, because even when you're learning other weapons, like I said before, you've still got footwork, bodywork, you know how to move, you've got tactics, you can pick something up. Very easy to transfer an old art into a modern arena, because if it's a martial art, it should be transferable from one age to another, because what worked then should work now. So we move down a bit more in size of weapon. Dagger. Yeah, dagger would be awesome. An absolute great way to fight. I mean, obviously not in real life. Nobody wants to fight with daggers. You'll get cut to pieces or stabbed to pieces. But those skills are transferable to the modern day. So transferring those skills over should be quite easy if you're learning a viable martial art, a Western martial art. What about unarmed? How many Hema clubs practice unarmed? Not many, I would imagine, but those that do, their skills are transferable. I mean, you have clubs that practice ringen, bare fist work, so it should be transferable. Unless you're teaching it in historical context and you're not teaching any way to use it as a defensive art. So for an unarmed art, let's take bare fist, to be viable in a modern arena, what do we need? We need the sound set of principles, fighting principles. We need to have our skills up to scratch. We need to be able to punch, use our head for headbutting, elbowing, knee attacks, kicks, takedowns, throws, chokes, arm locks, the lot. We need it to be viable, and it needs to be practiced in a realistic way. Not a way where people are cooperating with each other. Maybe at the beginning when you're first learning, cooperate, but after that, a person should just put the attack in, and you should be able to apply what you've been taught. If it's workable. It might not be. That's when you'll find out. That's when you'll find out your teacher's teaching you rubbish. But, the gym is the place to find out, not outside. So, of course, old martial arts are viable in the modern world, but you've got to allow them to evolve, and you've got to practice in a way that is hard, fast, and sometimes vicious, because if you don't, it's not going to work for you. You've got to, even if you dress up like Michelin Man in all the armour, you've got to allow people to put in full force, full contact, knock out, smash your teeth in punches at your face, and you've got to be able to stop them. If you don't, boom, you learn. That's what we do at our club. Full force punches, hooks, straights, headbutts, everything. Because although we love the historical context of it, the history of it, the men and women that practiced it, the stories about them, we understand that it's still got to be viable. If it isn't, there's no point. Unless you're going to be in reenactment. And you can't really do that in reenactment because it doesn't look good. Fast and hard techniques don't look good. They're not good for camera work. They're not good for anything. They're only good for defending yourself. That's it for this video, and I hope there was some useful information in there. And we'll see you next time. Thank you and goodbye from the English Martial Arts YouTube channel. And please subscribe because it really helps us. Thank you.